Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Biome Exile SMP, and today we have a few things to clean up. So last episode we got this thing made and it took a very long time to get done, so I thought we'd take a little bit of a break from the massive projects, as well as it's not even finished. We as I said, like, the hopper amount we need for this is 640 from my test world. However, looking at it, or making a hopper minecart collection system for this big an area, we need approximately 1,190 gold. And yeah, that's about 18 stacks just over. And considering that is like all the gold I own at the moment, and I've been spending a lot for that project, yeah, that's gonna probably take a while. And considering we can't make gold farms as well, that might be an issue. I might inquire about that, if we can have sort of an honor system where, like, we can have a gold farm, but you can, like, basically, as I said, have an honor system where we're only going to use that for the purpose of building, like, rails and beacon blocks and stuff like that. Maybe that'll be a potential one. But yeah, thought I'd take a break from that, so we're going to get on to cleaning a few things up, and I've got all the materials for at least one of the things. So what I want to do first is I want to clean up that skeleton spawner area, and hopefully the tunnel, if I can think of a good enough design and get all the materials together. Thinking about maybe doing something with this, and also definitely fixing this thing, because not only does it look ugly, it's also broken. So when I built it, just after I built it, I had a bit of an issue where I had a random villager that was like over here, a librarian, and a random baby villager that was here, and then randomly, like, I contained him, he grew up, and then magically he disappeared, which is why the container is now gone, because it was just useless and there was nothing there, and I also got rid of the one that was there. But as you may remember, if you watched that episode, I put 8 villagers in here. I was very specific about putting 8 villagers in this place, and I think the way I did it, not having 8 villagers to start with, is what caused my issue. Because let's go to F3 quickly, and if you look at the E, which is entities, there's 30 entities I'm looking at right now. There's about 25, 26. The last time I looked there was 24, but you can definitely see there's more than 8 of these guys, and I can tell that because every so often you can find, there was a shepherd, I can find stuff like this guy, which actually I think he was there. That guy was definitely there because I remember him, but there are a few guys that are kind of stuck under the main guys. I'm assuming that's why I can't get to them, but every so often you can kind of clip into them enough. See that Fletcher? This is another cleric. I can definitely probably find more than 8 in there, and I think the hitboxes. Actually, that's a point. Let's throw hitboxes on. Yeah, you can see by the amount of lines here. The blue lines are their sight lines. There is a lot of these guys, and also you can see the clipping and stuff. So yeah, something's gone wrong with that, and because we need to fix that, and also because we need to fix where everything is, today we're gonna also rebuild this thing in this hill, and I actually have a design for that now, and it means we can finally get rid of these pistons as well, assuming everything goes correctly. And I'm gonna have to make sure I somehow contain all these villagers, because if we can keep 24 villagers, or what would that be, 16 villagers, then I'm up for doing that. If I can add 16 to there, I'm up for that. So yeah, let's get on to the first rebuild, I guess, of this entire thing. Right, so I spent a while on this thing, and this chest is actually my spoil so far. The issue we're having with this, obviously, as I said, we've got no collection system, which means we can only stay up there for a maximum of just under 5 minutes before this stuff down here starts despawning. So we are definitely not working at max potential, but yeah, I think it's pretty good for the moment. And that's obviously, you can see in there, no bones are there, because we are going to need a lot of bones today, because not only do we need bones for the first thing, we need bones to make carrots to breed these guys up. So yeah, bones, which is like the reason I made this thing, are a big thing, as well as the rotten flesh, and well, yeah, the rotten flesh and the string, come to think of it, are very good for villager trading. So yeah, I need to make a ton of bone blocks, and then we can get on to the whole building thing. Okay, so hopefully we have enough blocks for this now, but basically what we're going to have to be doing is basically every single bit of cobble I also think I missed the roof out, which is an issue. I definitely capped the floor, but I think I missed here, so we probably won't have enough, but the concept will be there. Okay, so with some lighting, this place looks really good. If we can try and get some, you know, a bit more concealed lighting at some point, that might be a good plan. But for now, I think it's looking pretty good. For now, we do have these stone brick stairs for the moment, because obviously you can't get bone slabs or bone slabs or stairs, so I'm probably going to go with quartz stuff for this, either that or sandstone maybe, because it's a lighter color, but most likely quartz, just to kind of stay with the white theme. Obviously I did bone blocks because it's kind of the resource that you get from this thing, so I think it fits. And obviously I did actually end up doing the roof, which I was surprised by, or ceiling rather, which I was surprised by because I thought I didn't calculate it, but I also overcalculated because I gave myself too many blocks. But I think this is actually for all this stuff, which I might do just to kind of give the room a bit of a more complete feel, but I didn't know how I wanted to 100% do it. I think I did that, and I still did give myself too much. But yeah, this might be a carrying theme throughout the entire thing. Floor might be different though, probably. Because I think it just looks too clean on the pathway, I guess. But yeah, that's that. These guys are killing themselves. Let's just help them along with that. Get ourselves some bones back. Oh, a lot of items that need to be in here. No, the arrows are mine. Right. Anyway. Don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, those guys are probably attacking each other. Either way, that doesn't really matter for the moment. Let's go on to the next thing. There are two good things that I've come quick to realize with this whole thing. The first thing, which isn't nearly as amazing, is the fact that we don't have to worry about smelting any more glass because we have a silk touch pickaxe. That's great. Second thing is, because all we're essentially doing is lowering this down into this hill and sort of making it look a bit better, we don't have to worry about these guys up here. So for the moment, or for the majority of the time, I was worrying, how am I going to deal with, you know, 24, let's say it's 24, maybe 25, but how am I going to deal with 24 villagers randomly being spread out the place? I'm not going to make 24 boats to hold these guys. However, I can just hold them up in that place. Where they are right now should be sufficient to hold them, so I should be able to just come along here. And in fact, this actually might give us the answer as to why these guys, and you can definitely see at the moment that these guys are definitely more than 28. But yeah, we can actually see kind of what the issue is maybe by coming here. Now we are going to have a bit of an issue with this block here, but I hopefully don't think they can get through there. But yeah, coming through here, slowly getting rid of these blocks, hopefully we can maybe diagnose what the actual issue is. And you can see a villager has grown up in here. There are some more, there's a cleric and a blacksmith that are here. Is that a blacksmith? I don't know. I can't click on him. But yeah, things have gone wrong. And it also allows us to kind of get this thing out of the way as well. Because what the plan is, as I said, lower it down, and then I'm going to have them go off to this side into that kind of little gap almost in between. Well, actually, it's about where that puddle is now. So it's on that area, and then we can have them come down here, and we'll have a villager trading hall somewhere else in the vicinity. But yeah, I want to see... Yeah, I think I found the issue. Apparently, I never got rid of these things. That's actually completely my fault. You had better not be able to get out. I don't want to have to kill a toolsmith slash blacksmith slash armorsmith. It's like the second least... Actually, those are the things I don't want to destroy most, actually. At the moment, I care... Cleric, you can die. I don't actually need you. And same with you, cleric. For the most part, I don't need you. It's librarians and... well, any tool, armor, or weaponsmith. Like, you're a weaponsmith. I can get a good sword out of you, because this sword's nearly gone. And I can get 2 swords out of you, and then just make them into, like, low-level stuff. In fact, what I might actually do is just to help... No, don't you do this. I'm going to do this to help at least some of the baby villagers go through. But yeah, that was definitely our issue. So what I'm going to have to do is, as I said, tear this entire thing down. I'm probably going to try and salvage as many of these guys as I can. More specifically this guy, if anything, rather than these guys. These guys can go for all I care, except that blacksmith. Is that a blacksmith, or is that... Oh, I just whacked my mic. That is a potential blacksmith. So what I'm going to have to do is kill a few villagers. I've also just killed one of the ones in here. I should have enough in here though. So yeah, that's what's happened. Basically, they weren't able to get through the hitbox, and in turn they just grew up eventually. So the thing that confuses me most about that though is the fact that I definitely had some coming through, so I don't actually know what broke about that. But yeah, I'm gonna stop babbling on now and tear this thing down and clear it up and remember how I actually rebuilt this whole thing. Okay, so it's a little bit later now, and after being an idiot many times, have got this thing done and over. I still have to transfer these guys over into here. I'll work that out later. I've had a lot of troubles with villagers at the moment, because what happened is obviously we showed out, you know, the issue, and actually come to think of it, I actually need to fix that issue in here. Let's go do that. But while you can see those 2 villagers are stuck in there, but we also have a few in here. And I hope they didn't go and... Oh, actually, I've just realized it's such an issue. I know it's not that big an issue. Like, if it happens, it happens. It's just one of the things that you don't want to happen. So, yeah, these items, even if they do that, should just flow down. But I think there's only 8 there. We can even double check. 9, 8. I don't know. Entities are a bit weird when you look at them like that. But basically, it's all done. I had a bit of an issue where I accidentally destroyed the wrong block that was holding the villagers, resulting in every villager basically magically being like on the ground. I say magically, it was literally just the fact that, you know, I did the wrong thing. That's wrong. But yeah, that got all resolved. Luckily, I had enough still in the container that I was able to actually fix the issue. And speaking of fixing issues, apparently I can't fix this wall. But yeah, I still need to get these guys going. There's only a few here. This guy, actually, I found out he's got an amazing trade. Again, I think I showed this already, but he has efficiency 5, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, all these guys are over here. I've set a little thing up where we can get a minecart. Actually, those guys shouldn't actually have any food in them, so they shouldn't be able to breed, so that should be good. But we can actually... It's really weird that this is a minecart with chest. I think someone's obviously, like, named it that, because it's got the, like, you know, italics stuff. But this is what happens, apparently, I'm pretty sure, when someone destroys it with that. Oh, this will be a minecart with chest, but I destroyed it in a thing. That's why. There's issues upon issues. But yeah, those will drop into a dispenser down there, and that entire setup we had there. If I do this. What? Oh. Right then. Issue. This is an issue. There's a lot of guys in there, and we need to basically click. Let's see if we can... there we go. Now we need to destroy it. And now it should work. So we replace the glass back and replace this back down. And it should work. I think that guy might have got stuck in there. Maybe. But yeah, librarian. He's actually got 31 paper, eluding 1 enchantment, which is kind of cool. So we can just sort of take these guys out. Again, the villagers, on the librarians, or really all of these guys, depending on their trades, and what I need. Specifically any toolsmith, armorer, weaponsmith, or librarian, I really need to go through all the trades I possibly can before I kill them off, because if I can, that means I can get, well, with librarians, for example, you can get 3 types of books. So with this guy, for example, while he has a 64 emeralds and a book for an efficiency 5, if we get a better one, which is probably quite easy, he does have a 18 emerald trade for aqua affinity. So until we find a better efficiency 5 and better aqua affinity book, then we're going to keep him. Whereas with this guy, we got to find a better looting 2 book, or 1 book, Or just the looting 3 book. As soon as we find a looting 3 book, he is out of here unless he has some better trades. In fact, that's actually gonna probably be it for this episode, considering all I have to do now is wait here, and until I can get a villager trading hall, doing anything here is gonna be particularly frustrating because I don't have any reference to anything. So what I'm gonna have to do is set up a list of all the potential trades and their best offers for which, and then I'm gonna have to set up an area in which I can transport these guys to and fill in each of these areas with the best trades I can for each of those. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Probably a bit shorter than normally because I didn't do any progress updates or anything like that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, where I'm probably gonna get onto the pumpkin farm if I can get the resources to do it. It is a bit finicky, and yeah, I just need enough materials. But it's definitely not as bad as that thing, or even this is much really. I just need a lot of building blocks and a lot of redstone and some pistons, and that means I need a lot of iron, so maybe it might be a difficult thing. But yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.